They were ready, Ashley.
We're ready. I haven't seen Sam, and I know that Josh was aware of it though.
Can you make me co-host, Judge? Josh is in the breakout room. I'll bring him up.
I'm trying to send the clerks home, so if nothing's going to get resolved today, we're just going to end this. Please get Josh. Mr. Cano, did you have a chance to talk to your clients about what we're going to do with him? He's going to report to a high-risk officer. He's also going to go to the Center for Healthcare Services.
Well, I was talking to Denise, Judge, when I was out, so I didn't mention that. But he understands that there may be requirements, as you know, such as those. Whatever he needs for the court to do, he's going to comply.
Okay, then he's going to have to wait till I'm done with the sentencing, and then I'll talk to him in private.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
Joshua, you ready? I'm on the record on Eddie Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor. Joshua Luke Sandoval on behalf of the state of Texas.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Can you please tell me your full name? You have to unmute yourself.
Mr. Gonzalez, go ahead. There you go. Press the space bar, sir.
Yeah.
Tell me your full name, please.
Gonzalez, Eddie, ma'am.
Okay.
Eddie Gonzalez.
We're here on the results of the TAP evaluation. I accepted your plea of no contest to the offense of burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault. You also pled true to the repeat offender enhancement allegation. We did that all on January 10th, 2022. This is a recommendation of deferred adjudication for 6 years. However, I wanted to see what TAP recommended, and they're recommending residential treatment. Anybody want to talk to me about that? Because that's what I intend to do.
Yes, Your Honor, I would.
Mhm.
Your Honor, at this time, I do understand that is the recommendation based upon his past usage of alcohol and drugs. As is clear based upon the interview, he has not used since 2006. There's no indication that there was alcohol or drug abuse involved in this particular incident. In fact, he completed SATF back in 2004, and it appears, although he may have had an issue that allowed the usage to continue into 2006, it has not continued since then. He has not picked up any new offenses related to possession or alcohol abuse. He indicated within his interview that anytime he drinks now is for social occasions. So there's no indication that at this point he has a drug or alcohol problem that would benefit him in order to go through the residential program. In lieu of that, based upon these types of facts that we have, I think he may be better suited for some kind of either anger management, something along those lines that would assist him in what was a volatile situation at that time.
Well, he's going to do BIP as part of his probation.
And I definitely think, well, on these facts and based upon the recommendation of the state, when we discussed it, we felt that that was appropriate for this type of offense.
What is his relationship to this lady, to Susanna Stiglbutt?
They were in a past dating relationship, Your Honor. He assisted in raising her child for a time. and after their relationship discontinued, there was still somewhat of a relationship between him and the child. However, that is no longer an issue.
So he has no parental rights to that child, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, I will. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, no.
So you might get like another 5%.
Yeah, I'll charge it. You done already? Yeah. Did you say you're on monitor right now?
Give me just a minute. I'm looking at something else. Well, except that the officer smelled a strong odor of alcohol on his breath and could see his eyes were bloodshot red. That's why I requested the tap. So, Mr. Gonzalez, I find it hard to believe that the last time you had anything to drink was other than this day. It couldn't have been years ago. It was this day you had something to drink.
Your Honor, I think what I was referring to was the drug use. He has indicated he has drank alcohol, but not to the point that it's been an issue as far as for alcohol abuse. I also believe that he was not given any field sobriety tests. It was kind of a situation that developed within the household. So it's not clear as to what the circumstances are regarding any potential, how much was drunk, or something along those lines that day.
Mr. Gonzalez, were you sober that day? Were you 100% sober that day? Unmute yourself. Hit the space bar or hit the unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
Mr. Gonzalez, you need to unmute yourself.
They smell alcohol on me, but I wasn't like, because I had drank a beer or whatever it was, and I was not intoxicated. They just smelled the alcohol on me. They didn't even tell me anything. I wasn't here for
That's
intoxication.
my question. Were you 100% sober that day? The answer is no, right?
No.
And I don't believe, I mean, it seems like when the call came in, she alleged there was a gun, but there was no gun confiscated, right, Leo? I don't see any.
That's correct, Your Honor. There was never a weapon found, nor was there ever a weapon described other than what was originally discussed in the 911 call. But they searched the house. They never found a weapon. And in fact, there was never ever mention of a weapon after the initial 911 call.
I'm going to do outpatient treatment, but I am going to do treatment. All right. I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt. I will make no other findings at this time. I will grant the application for deferred adjudication for a period of 6 years, $1,500 fine, no contact order with Susanna Sticklebutt, no contact order with Julian Rodriguez. Affirmative finding of family violence by agreement of the parties. You have to take the batterer's intervention prevention course and 150 hours community service. I'm going to order outpatient treatment with lifetime recovery. This is a plea bargain case. I did follow your plea bargain agreement, Mr. Flores. I'm sorry, Mr. Gonzalez. So what that means is you do not have a right to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need you to go into a breakout room. You're going to talk to probation. If you have no other holds, you're going to be released today.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Thank
may I
you.
go in there with that room to
Yes.
talk to my client and then be excused from there?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, I had requested a breakout room with Ms. Gomez.
Yeah, how do I go to the breakout room with my attorney?
Mr. Gonzalez, ask the bailiff that's there, ask him to help you move to the breakout room that I said.
Yes, ma'am. The judge said to put me on my